Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another special edition of Titandala, the podcast. My name is Charlie, and thank you so much for joining me. And we are back like we never left. All right. So my guest today knew from the very start that he wanted it all, gave it a shot, and since then he has never stopped. He's an icon whose book will take time to rewrite. And ladies and gentlemen, he has proved over the years that he is indeed Zambia's hip-hop's finest. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll. Welcome, the one and only, the Uno, Chef 187. How you doing, brother?
Hey, that's fine. Laka.
Proper, man.
Easy.
Good to have you on the show, man. I've been wanting to have you on the show for the longest time.
Is it?
Yeah, you're a busy man.
No, I'm not really a busy man like that. But need time.
Yeah, you know, when the time is right, time is always right. You know, I don't know if you remember this though, but there was a time I was doing the Grand Awards, the Fashion Awards.
Oh yeah.
So my team reached out to your team to have you on the show. I was working with Lawino then.
How long
then
ago?
They said that was like what, 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Then they said that he's just gonna come and perform. I was like, nah, you lie. And for real, you guys pulled up, performed, and just went to another gig. I'm like, just like that?
Oh, is it?
I'm like, what? Oh wow! I was like, I was expecting a call from your team the next day, like, hey, I check.
Hey, daddy perform.
I was really humbled with that, man. Thanks a lot. Would you still give me a free show though?
Most definitely. What is important? I keep telling people, if you have an important son, and it's just the time.
Yeah, true,
if
man.
You happen to like get in touch at a time when we've got time for that, then why not?
Absolutely.
Help build each other's brands.
Yeah, true, man. True, great stuff. I was talking to one of my friends. Like, I think Chef is actually one of the few artists that has got a whole room full of awards. How many awards do you have? 2015's got about 5. That's the following 2 years you got another 5, and other ones that I don't even count. How many do you have?
It's funny you ask that because the other day I had Tontonga that after 2 years in showing up awards. I know, right? Yeah, but I think I've got about 15 awards.
What?
To my name, yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, off the top of my head, I think I've got about 7 ZMA awards.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've got 5 Kwacha Music awards. And I should have, I think, 3 Born and Bred awards.
What?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Hey, so sometimes you just sit back and say, I think I've worked, I can chill now.
Oh, yeah.
Is there on some more?
Yeah, we still... Awards are not what like motivates me to keep going.
Yeah.
Awards are good, but they are not the be all end all.
Yeah.
I still have a lot of things to achieve. I think somehow I feel like complacent sometimes. Because when you look at your shelf for the awards, what is full?
Yeah, like I think I've done everything.
But you have to find other reasons to keep going and stay motivated.
Yeah. And speaking of that, how was it like, man, growing up in a family that was so musical? I mean, your brother, your sister, and everybody else.
Well, first, we didn't really think we were artists. Yeah. My father used to be like a collector of different genres of music. So in the same household, you would play some Babyface, some deep R&B.
Yeah.
Foot again, Valisha Rumba.
Yeah, you know.
Foot again, I feel like different genres of music. Then my uncles would play a lot of Tupac and B.I.G. So little did those people know to say, Vale sowing a seed in us to be like musicians. It was only up until my eldest brother. There's a guy older than Maki too.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Penjani. He's the one that started doing music. Then he took it up to a certain level. Then I think Mark picked it up. Then I picked it up. Then Toela caught on as well. So, first, if anything, not a football player. First.
For real?
That was like my biggest goal. But I noticed I was an average kind of football player. So
But soccer at heart, I can tell.
Oh yes,
Barcelona.
Yes. Yeah, and for Barca.
Don't have Messi anymore, so we'll see what's gonna happen now. Yeah, you know. You know, that's the thing. That's the thing. So yeah, that's where it starts from. So now, Market 2 catches on, and at this point, do you feel you want to? This is exactly what you want to do. At what point do you feel, you know what? Let's forget football. I'm going this direction.
Okay, so how I started out, I used to write like lyrics to different songs.
Yeah.
Like people would ask me to write lyrics to like Tupac's songs at a very young age. I think I remember reciting one of Tupac's songs when I was about, I think I was in the 3rd grade or something.
What?
Yes. So my passion for music started from that. Otherwise, I always thought maybe I'll end up being a football player, a soccer player.
Yeah.
Then when I saw my brother take music seriously, as in he took it to another level, started to make a living off of music.
Right.
I was like, wow, this is something that I can also definitely do. And when I tried it, after years and years of like practicing how to write in my small room, because I had to like convince myself before I could convince anyone else. So after years of practice,
and you seem to me like a perfectionist.
Yes, I would like to come correct every time I put out music. I wouldn't want to put out something and then whenever it plays now is there
any song ukaimvera manje ukamba I think I should have
there's a lot of songs like that. A perfect example I can give ni Foolish Me. I always tell people to say Foolish Me ni shitwale record da. I wasn't convinced.
For real? Given a chance, would have redone it.
I wouldn't. It's that bad. I didn't even want to do. There's a remix for Foolish Me. I was against the remix. I was against doing the original. So Foolish Me, that you go to the studio, then they tell you to say, oh, Kadwaka project yaka. It was supposed to be for this guy, but it seems he's not interested. But we like it. Yeah. So you're in HIF. When I listen to the song, I'm like, this is not really my type of vibe, but anyway, we couldn't finish it that day. We had to finish it the following day. The producer, who was Titandala, God rest his soul.
The actual day?
Yeah, the actual day. So he came out the following day. And I remember him telling me to say, this song to be a big song because if you can't stick it up.
So, and it came to be.
And Foolish Me is like one of my biggest, if not the biggest song.
Every time it plays, like even now, people just vibe to the song.
Yes. So it's a prime example, perfect example of a song that I still don't like up to this day, but people like it, and
we like it regardless.
So it's like that. There's songs that you do and you don't like them, but people like them, and you can't do anything about it because I don't only make music for myself. I make music for my people.
Absolutely. So you were telling me how you would sit back and make sure that stuff is perfect before you.
Oh yes. I feel that is very important because. For Kwambok Starry great every time a song plays to say my voice was kind of shaky on this part. I wish it could have been like a lot more comfortable as far. So I would rather I take my time to listen to a song over and over. I always tell myself to say I seek self-satisfaction before I seek public validation.
Oh, boy.
Because when you are satisfied with something, whenever you put it out, even if people were to say, a song, I think it's work, as long as you are satisfied, those words won't touch me.
True.
Because I satisfied myself personally. So if you don't like it, it might be because maybe you are not part of the target audience for that particular song.
So it's okay.
So
true.
when you convince yourself, no matter what anyone says about your product, you will be comfortable.
Yeah.
And you would understand to say, this music is not for everyone. So when this person doesn't like it, it doesn't mean the product is bad.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It says a lot about that, because I think for me, my first really, because that time I think music from the Copper Belt was just spilling over into Lusaka. The verse you did on what's that song Marky 2 did?
Zambian hip hop.
Yeah. That verse was like fire. Everybody was like, "Who's this guy?" I was one of the people like, "Who is this guy?" Yeah. How did that verse come about?
That verse is a bit controversial because there's a lot of people that feel I blew off of that verse.
Yeah.
Yes, which is true to a certain degree, but it's not entirely true because before that verse, I think Makitu put me on 2 different songs.
Oh yeah.
There's a song called Sekoponoke.
That one.
There's another song called Ndimupondo, which were all huge
Big
songs that year. The third song he put me on was Zambian hip hop, which happened to be like a diss song. So how that verse came about? That verse already existed way before that situation.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It was just waiting for someone.
I think that's a 16 bars verse. That's a 16 bar verse. I think 8 bars was already pre-written.
Wow.
Way before that situation. This was at a time when we used to have like lyrics for every artist.
Yeah, just wait.
Yes, just in case. I don't know why it was like that, but
but I think that's hip hop. That's how it is.
That was what was deemed as hip hop.
Yeah.
Waiting. Okay. Game right now. This particular person, every sticker. Then you have lyrics for all those people.
Wow.
Say, if I was to come against them, I think baby fear so on. Yeah, so jumping on that particular song was nothing personal for me because already I had something and I just had to like change a few lines I had to customize the verse.
Customize it for the situation.
For the situation, yeah.
And it worked.
So it worked. Otherwise, it was something that was not even on my mind. Kurikoi, become papene. Okay, ngorefa we become. Okay, they can become. We become. Okay, they can become. Fana become.
Yeah. So when do you keep your lyrics? Like you have a notepad or whatever, was just all in here?
I always have a book.
Oh yeah.
Right now it's old school, but book.
You still write up to now?
Yeah, it's important because somehow I feel ngandere mbama lyrics perform mbonanga nimi ndiangala kanimi chef senda sana serious. And then the other reason is we change phones every now and then.
Yeah.
But if I write my lyrics much book kabati nimbe mwana wandi after 30 years agesa chibule chibuku nokumona also mkamba afane mbere song if because in the book you find like I like scratch the lyrics off.
Yeah.
And I write on a fresh piece of paper, then I polish it. So you get to see all that in the book. In the phone you don't get to see the part where I'm changing my lyrics. So I feel it's interesting for me to write the lyrics down in a book.
That's
because
amazing.
when I like Kinganabula book Heart of a Lion, which is like my second album. So pakulembe song apana zapanga mistake or na padi page number. This is how I corrected. So you get to learn about the writing process a bit more.
Yeah. But there's artists that will tell you that I don't write. Just give me the beat. I'll go on the mic and then just do it.
Kwa mama artists survive. Everyone has their strengths. Some people are good at freestyling. Some people are good at writing. And from experience, I think the best freestylers are not the best writers. The best writers are not the best freestylers.
Yes.
It's rare that you find someone that is good at freestyling and good at writing.
same time.
Yeah, it's very rare. I imagine a regional talent. Yeah,
that's for real. Yeah, let's talk about your creative process as we're at it. How do you get into it? Do lyrics just start popping off, then you say, I'm gonna go to the studio, or you have to hear a beat first? Like, just take us through how you come up with the song.
Every song is different. Every song is different. As in, there are songs that take one hour to write, 30 minutes to write.
Yeah.
There's songs that take the whole week to write. There's songs that take the whole month. I've had songs that I've written in 6 months.
6 months? A song?
Yes, and I have songs that I've written in 3 years.
Let me guess, 6 months. I Need You on Bon Appetit. That song is fire.
No, it wasn't. I Need You to talk about. It took long. It took about should be a month, because that was the last song on the project.
On the album.
That was the last song I wrote on the project. So I didn't really have enough time. At the same time, the idea had been brewing in my mind for some time. But songs like there's a song I did called Bruce Lee Tapom Kid. That took years and years. Because when I first had the idea, it sounded very childish. Same thing with Amen Sopamo. I have a song called Amen Sopamo. A song that talks about this guy who's a mastermind of this robbery.
That song, almost like a movie, that song.
So when I first had that idea, childish. And when
it came out, it was something different. And
so I had to
take
time to make it sound the way it sounds now.
Wow.
Yes, so there's songs like that. There's songs where I just need to listen to the beat. And the lyrics will start writing themselves. So passport for parapin and
with Amen Sopam, you know what I was thinking? I was actually even hoping that it's gonna be a whole album, like a whole movie. Part 1 ends in the first song, then we pick it up on the second song.
Let me say this for the first time on record. Shuffle and the Wavy. So I was going to do that, but Steve-O messed it up for me.
Steve-O, why? Man, what
I can say that because Steve-O is a very close friend of mine, and he wouldn't take offense. But this was supposed to be a series, but Kairena Samba, Tama situation. He had a series of songs he was calling.
He also had this thing going on there.
Tama situation. So it was like it turned into the same thing. So I was like, wow.
That's how you dropped it.
And Steve-O, and I'm more detailed than I am. At 5 minutes, I don't. So that's how come I dropped it off.
That was amazing, man. That was amazing. One time that I remember so well, that as a nation we were so proud of you, is the time you went to Coke Studio. How did that come about? Aisha, that was amazing.
Yes, I just got a call to say, there's this company from SA. Like, I knew about the Coke Studio because of I think either Slap D or Clio Ice Cream that went before me. So they told me, Coke Studio is getting in touch, but if I will Coke Studio. It's like, okay. I didn't really think much of it until I got there. When I got there, for the rest
and obviously, as you're always lyrically ready. Like, you're just like, okay, let's do this.
And then when you are given such opportunities, it's always important to find out. There's a lot of artists in Zambia, so why me? Because if you miss that, you miss the reason why they even settled for you in the first place.
Wow.
So I had to ask myself to say, why me? So I kept on asking them before we could do any work to say,
like, how did you
come
up with my name?
This decision? Then they said, your social media numbers are not that great. But when we got on the ground and asked people to say who's like the best artist so far, your name was always consistent on every list that we were given. And then we settled for you because we thought you are authentic, you are true to your sound.
Right.
You stick to what you think represents your people. So those words are not, oh, you stick to what you think represents your people. And so I oh, so aba. And then I'm trying to tell Zambian stories in a very Zambian way.
Right.
So that's the reason why Mbere Coke Studio. So I made sure to say, even as I go about doing whatever, I don't drop that.
Still represent exactly.
So which is why I got people saying, number Coke Studio. So
they don't get it.
They don't get it to say, I am at the Coke Studio because of rapping in Bemba. So if I switch, they'll be like, what has happened to this guy? So I had to make sure I stuck to what they were calling me that side for. And at the same time, be unique. And also the other reason is, me, I come from the Copper Belt, Pachingola to be specific.
Yeah.
So people from Chingola have seen my struggles.
Right.
So when they see me at the Coke Studio, they should feel as though Ndeba should represent.
Ooh, nice.
So picture none of the paint, but I the paint picture I go Coke Studio and then start rapping in English, because then again the message I would have been communicating would have been, when you get to here, you need to switch up. You need to start telling different stories, rapping in English.
Yeah.
This is how you get here. Nge picture na ambiro kupenta. So I stuck to what I know best to show people, to say, for no di mukomboni kokchingolo ko le rapa mchibemba. You can still get to the Coke Studio. You don't have to change anything about yourself. All you have to do is make sure you're putting out quality music at the end of the day.
Yeah. Authenticity is what we always talk about. And you know, brings me to one thing, you had two brothers that preceded you before you actually got the spotlight shining on you. How have you managed? Because we always see this like all the time. It was easy for people to say, oh, that's Makitu's brother. How did you manage to get away from that shadow and say, there's Shefi and then there's Makitu?
Oh, I think that's just something that I still have to live with. Because even up to this day, you would be surprised. Even up to this day, I still get people that call me by my elder brother's name. Yeah? Yeah, in the family.
Yeah.
In the family, yeah. There's still people that say, oh, you know Wonan. Like, no, how you
have to explain yourself all the time. But I think you've done pretty well.
My father's fourth born. Like, oh, iwe, kondani. So I still have to explain myself like that, introduce myself like that, because the people that came before me are great people in the family, great people in society. So it's something that you have to accept, and it's something that I've benefited from a lot. Yeah. I told you about me wanting to be a soccer player, because that was mainly because my oldest brother was a football player himself. So when they started to do music, I also shifted to music. So which goes to show, if you look up to certain people, the decisions that you make will be like, their decisions will be a reflection of your decisions.
Exactly, because you look up to them.
It will trickle down, yes. So which is why I always tell young people to say, mind who becomes your idol. Because subconsciously, walambokula panga ma decisions na wena wale panga.
That is true.
You've seen a lot of young girls idolize people like Nicki Minaj, Kim Kardashian. Yeah. And want to be like that, talk like that, and look like that. You would find that. Okay, let me not get into that.
I was going to get into another story. I see. You know, being where you are, like, I cannot even begin to imagine how many requests you get, especially from upcoming artists that look up to you and started out and just want to be where you are right now. How do you respond to this? Because I know it's a lot.
Come again?
How do you deal with upcoming artists wanting them to jump on their songs? Because I think you're an inspiration enough to them, and almost everybody wants to work with you.
So it's quite of a sad story, because there's years that I spend, like the whole year, just doing features. Like I'm in the studio every now and then, almost every day in the studio.
Yeah.
But you would find that the music I'm working on is not my music. It's just music that someone sent to me that I think, this song, I think it would be nice if I was to jump on it. I would help this person a whole lot if I was to get on it. So there's music like that, where there's days like that where I am constantly working on other people's music, and then before you know it, papta 1 year 6 months in Shaf me up with the fiance.
Yeah.
And then why it's sad, the same people turn around and say, forgetting
like I've been busy working on your stuff.
I've been working on your stuff. And then there's people in the industry, they just give you a call to say, I need you on this song.
Yeah.
But people like this guy, so there's no way I can turn down such an opportunity. So I'm constantly working on other people's music.
Yeah.
So
how many of such requests do you receive in a day, bro?
In a day, I would get about 4 or 5 different phone calls of just different people just saying, I've got this song.
Yeah.
When I'm picking up the phone, there's
nothing else. And how do you get about deciding?
Project? So I tell people to say, okay, whatever you have, send it to this email address or send it to this WhatsApp number.
Yeah.
Then when we listen, then Tualashta decide whether we can be a part of it or not. But it's always like that, which is why I would like artists out there to understand, to say there also comes a time when me as an artist, I have to be selfish and tell you no.
I can't
no
jump on
for
this
now
song
because I'm working on my music.
So sometimes
so sometimes tafpanga sensing whatever muntu awe apana dide kama features.
Yeah.
Or apathet five possible. It's easily misunderstood. But what people have to understand is to help you tomorrow.
Exactly.
I have to help myself today, just so I can be able to help you tomorrow.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Let's talk about the state of Zambian hip hop. How do you look at it right now, where we are, like looking at where we've come from the past few years? Because I think it's been a work in progress. Where are we now?
That is a very difficult question. The state of Zambian hip hop. Your question is very difficult. Why? Because there's no specific sound that defines Zambian hip hop at the moment. At the moment, yeah. The party sound out in Garanda to say, when you hear this is Zambian hip hop.
Right.
We've got lots of different hip hop artists doing different sounds, but within hip hop. But I would say we've progressed a whole lot, because I've been privileged to be around for a very long time now.
Right.
So before Nshila hitting and Oko hitting, there were times when hip hop artists in Gakwera stage were not booing because Zambians were so much into singers.
Yeah.
This was at the time when Chameleon was coming out.
Yeah, that time all these smooth R&B guys Hamova then.
So whatever past stage, I remember one guy Danger Zone had for a baseball shirt. But I don't know, some hockey jersey. If my jersey for hockey for
yeah, those big ones.
So performer or R&B. Then guys are up and adu R&B na. But when that guy went on stage, when people just saw him, they booed because Only to be shocked.
Yeah.
Only because guys actually kuimba singing no.
Yeah.
So we are coming from that era when hip hop artists were. Hip hop wasn't really looked at in a serious way. But if you're a rapper, if you're not creative, my guys. But now, when you mention 10 of the biggest artists in Zambia, I can guarantee you to say of those 10, 6 will be hip hop artists.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%.
Which goes to show hip hop is one of the most dominant genres of music in Zambia right now. And it was, in fact, it was even better 3-4 years ago. Now we have people like Yo Maps, Dave's Music.
Yeah.
So people are still artists. People like Yo Maps, Roberto, they are still there. Along with Exile, those guys who've still always been around.
Yeah.
But if you mention 10 of the biggest artists, 6, 7 will be like hip hop artists. And if there's a genre that continuously keeps producing new talents, it's the hip hop genre.
Hip hop genre, yeah, true.
You find that every now and then there's a Dismo coming up, there's a Bauches coming up.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. So now, like you see how Zambian music in the past was. Era, at least you guys, on social media, there's whatever and whatnot. So I think the big artists, when they sit back, they think you have better opportunities now than they had then to break barriers. When you look at the rate that we're breaking barriers, at least international awards are coming in right now.
Exactly.
Do you feel we're moving at a pace, or maybe we're late, or we're slowing down, or we could move faster?
I think we are moving in the right direction at the right pace, because sometimes an opportunity presents itself and you're not ready for that opportunity. So sometimes the delay in getting somewhere maybe is because you need to work on yourself some more. For example, I would need to be ready for like a Grammy nomination.
Right.
So maybe that is being delayed because I am not
There's still
really.
some work that has to be.
I still have to work on myself some more to even have that opportunity, because nganakwata opportunity the only shidi reda kuseva na museva nyafeka. So I believe we are growing at the right pace, because we still need to get a lot of things sorted out. I kind of digressed. So now I have an original question of Yachi.
Original question, are we moving at the right pace, or maybe we are slacking a little bit? Looking at all the resources that we have social media now, you're able to travel out, and music, once you just post it now, everybody has it across the world.
Yeah.
Why are we taking time to break barriers?
We have to take advantage of the fact that now I can, if I have always wanted to work with an artist, my manager can simply contact that person's manager through social media.
Yeah.
Even I personally, I can simply contact the artist directly, because I've done international collaborations like that, where I just get into this person's DM.
Yeah. And
Hey, hello, actually, new artist.
How did the P Square one happen? Was it the same?
No, that one came through Shiva's Scotch Whiskey. I was brand ambassador then.
Yeah.
So they decided to put together a package where Shita collaborate 2 Nigerian artists.
Yeah.
And then we get to do videos. They get to come down here, perform. Kadi laga package.
That was proper.
I think ngapadi bako brand yang gafako.
That one,
and that one really pushed me a lot.
Now let me tell you what was happening here. You go to Nigeria, you post pictures in the studio with P Square. Everybody's posting. Now the debate starts. Let's hear the song when it comes out. It just has to be, like, everybody. Did you feel the pressure to like those guys are legends, definitely. Like, did you feel the pressure working with those guys and then throwing the song back to the people and then getting the response that it actually got?
Not at all, because first of all, they made me feel very welcome.
Yeah.
When I got to Nigeria, the very first day, before I should have made a bag motoka, the Extreme Media, the company that was handling my affairs on behalf of Shivers.
Yeah.
And oh, so but after this is after like a 9 hours flight to Nigeria. And but studio kudi scales. So I'm not going to the hotel to freshen up, take a shower or something. Serious.
What time is this now?
This is like I think I got there around 14 hours local time.
Yeah.
So we went to their office, chilling for 1 hour. Oh, could scales number? Could scales the studio?
Session.
Serious, So I was working under very difficult circumstances because I was tired, and when you're tired, normally your creativity is MIA because creativity, your mind is relaxed.
Exactly.
So to Africa good, I meet Scales. So Scales was very welcoming now. So he plays me about 15 new songs.
Yeah.
15 new songs unreleased. Shows me about 5 videos. So nemo you say music is it are you working towards an album or something? Then he goes, no, this is just how we work here. You always have to have like a lot of ammunition with you, just in case you need to put out anything.
Yeah.
So that number my guy is Vaseref. So when it got down to us working on the song, then the ice had already been broken. I feel very welcome. They don't feel like Zambia.
Right.
So it was very easy. We actually did the song that very day. Because I remember after Cha chorus, I laid a few vocals. Then I was like, let me come and finish it tomorrow. Then he was like, no, put it No. So that's how come we got that done. The following day we were at Mr. P's place.
Yeah.
Mr. P was equally as well.
The studio is at his house, right?
He's got another house where he has a studio. Like the whole house is just a studio.
Wow.
But ngawaingira kwa yafe guest rooms. Oh, this is the guest room. This is the other guest room. This is the other guest room.
Soft life.
This is the actual studio. Yakeka living room apanga. Wale record dako. Yeah, waiting for your session. Wale chilling part where you play pool and other games and stuff. This is the kitchen. The chef prepares the food for you.
Wow.
Whilst you're doing your thing. Then when you're ready, no mama ingira mu studio. So Mr. P walikuwa kufikari akakati walaranga. So this is the shanshanuko.
Yeah.
Like trying to inspire you and motivate you.
Exactly.
So kwa mama fai kalom kambo if. Futwa chafi no limbona nango. And then the following day he invited us to visit him at his place. So na naambo kulango this is Shanshan ko amona ka garage wamo nenshimishirimo. So amote cafe ya di coffee atia ya lolo hapa ni Range Rover.
For real.
So kaya amona for girl bike now you get inspired. So it was an awesome experience for me. I never really felt any pressure working with.
Yeah, they made you feel comfortable.
Even though they were big artists. So which is what I also try to emulate when I'm working with up and coming artists.
Yeah.
Don't try to intimidate them to say, oh, wamwana no mbati ni level you make them feel like because when you do that people let their guard down and they become more creative.
Yeah. Yeah. And talking about young artists, most of them never get the opportunity to actually meet you and actually talk to you in person. If there's a young artist that's going to watch this interview right now, struggling to get studio time, to record a song, and just to get on radio and have to get airplay and all that kind of stuff, what would you say, looking at the background that you come from also and the people that you inspire back home in Chingola, what would you say to that person?
Well, what I would say is sometimes it's a process. It's always a process to get from one level to the next. You have to do a lot of learning. You have to exercise a lot of patience. Because I spent there was 3 years that I spent going to a certain studio and then not being given a chance. to even record or get near to the mic, closer to the mic. They know you can rap, they know you're good, but somehow there's this song, come and get on this. So I used to do that for like 3 years, like coming from home, looking at people working, observing how they are conducting themselves, how they go about their work. So quite a patience, knowing obviously 91 day, but so when the opportunity finally came, I was sort of ready, because in the background I had been there and observing all these people. So when I came out, people told me, kept on telling me to say, you don't really sound like a new artist, because I kept on working on myself. I kept on polishing my skills as a result of being in the background. So as an upcoming artist, there's beauty in being in the background. There's beauty in being underrated for a period of time.
I love that.
Because you get to learn a lot. Someone will not tell you, but you learn just by observing how they are conducting themselves. Like I learned a lot from just watching how my Makitu worked. Not like pango de focus no, just by observing to say, oh, so Achitafida panga mistake, so I shouldn't make that mistake. Oh, Achitafida he's elevated to another level, so I should also move in that direction. Yes, so as an up and coming artist, keep on practicing, keep on working on yourself, and also putting yourself in positions where people are able to see you. Sometimes to stay isolated, could event there's going to be 15 big artists. No, be there, introduce yourself to these big artists and see if a chance presents itself. So tego istafi isolate wali kalafe wemu ino la istafi practice wala istafi onse all the right things. You also have to put yourself in positions where people can easily see you.
Amazing. Free class right there. Free class right there from Chef 187. So now last year was an amazing year for you, like for a lot of
last year.
Yes. You got married. Hello. Yeah, we're still waiting. Hey, Eric, want to be uncles? Hey, Chef, want to be an uncle?
If you about African culture, I can't.
No. It's been over here. Hey, want to be an uncle? I'm going to be an uncle. How's married life? Has that changed you in a way in terms of your lyrical content and just your music career and everything? Having to settle into that space now.
I've been dealing with that question like ever since I got married. Like a day from the very first day.
Yeah.
I went very upset. How was my your wedding was yesterday? The day you're asking me. So how was married life? Guys,
it's not even 24 hours.
I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been an awesome experience. Quite often stability for mind freedom life.
Yeah.
So I think I've benefited from that, and also it pushes you to be more focused.
Yeah.
And to work on your brand a lot more, because now you know to say, oh, so now I have to be responsible. I'm responsible for this person. I'm responsible for my own household.
Yeah.
You don't even care what time you come back. But now it's like everything has to be perfectly timed. I manage my time better number. Oh, so e time in the studio.
Right.
E time this time and this time I have to dedicate it to this particular person. So even the way you manage time,
yeah.
Which
so it makes much more sense to you now than it was then before, right?
But like I said, sometimes you have to go through a certain phase to prepare yourself for the next level. So yeah, it makes more sense. I feel I couldn't have done it at any other time. There was no better time than the time I got married.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was ready physically, mentally, and everything.
Absolutely, but we still want to be uncles. Hey, Eric, you have been lately into a lot of advocacy work, which I think is amazing stuff.
Yes.
Tell us some of the advocacy works. One I know about is a contribution to the fight against HIV/AIDS. You've got a brand new song out. Tell us more about that.
Yes. So I've been. First of all, I've always wanted to. I don't know how to put it. I don't want to say to do social work, because that might seem like I've always wanted to do the Lord's work.
That's the best
way that I was looking for. So I believe.
I hope you're not turning into a gospel artist.
But in a gospel artist, so that's why the way I look at it, there's 10,000 people. All of the to identified. Oh, you. Not you. Isa. Okay, iwe twala kupera talent. Whatever nuevo Chef 187. So Chef 187 goes through his struggles trying to be a known artist. Then somewhere along the way, okay, abakapaka abantu bale mumona number. Whatever Chef 187 says, abantu bale analyze Chef panga senso, because there's a lot of people that say a lot of things and no one pays attention to them. So when God puts you there where whatever you say, people are able to like judge it and analyze it and try to pick some sense in whatever you're saying, it means eventually God wants you to start saying something.
Right.
So now
there's a lot of us that miss that opportunity, I think.
So now I'm at a process where Ndeshta na inende pshama to say, okay, finshi alefan tampio kulanda number. So now organizations like or projects like Ukani Manje, which is a partnership between musical artists and health experts.
Right.
Yeah, Ukani Manje. It gives me that opportunity to start saying something that impacts my people in a very positive way. They say the genre of music I do is very destructive. Hip-hop music. They say that the genre is the build abantu. Would like to change that. So which is why in my music I try to encourage people to work on themselves, get better as people in society, contribute to the societies they are coming from. I always encourage people. One of my new songs is called Wacha. Wacha is about Wacha number. Every day is another opportunity to correct your mistakes. Every day is another opportunity for you to work on yourself. So I try to do music that impacts positivity in people. And Ukani Manje gives me that opportunity. I did a song called Aletine Fumono Tiamarwele, which basically talks about how us as young people are so concerned, are more worried about getting someone pregnant or getting pregnant more than we are worried about catching the HIV and AIDS virus.
Yeah.
The idea of the song comes from a conversation that I had some guys from university, a certain university. So I enjoy that. Do you know that after every event that you guys do here in school, the local drugstore records sales when it comes to like contraceptives? It's a particular contraceptive, which is the morning after.
Yeah.
Yes. So he was saying, "Oh, do you know that Valashta record sales in cover function, because it's like Vala Bombasana wa kind of again." So that was funny. He said it in a very joking way, so we laughed about it.
But you picked something off
that. But someone, so fair. So why not just take measures to protect yourself against catching the virus and getting pregnant? Then, first of all, and then you have to prevent such things using this method. So it comes from a real conversation. And if we were having that conversation, it means society. This is where we are as a people. So I had to speak on it. So I can only randomly. Like Ludimu album, everyone would be like, give Chef 187.
Hey, like
But if it comes out in a project like the Ukani Manje project, it sort of gives it more context.
Absolutely.
Say, but then the party HIV and AIDS awareness.
Amazing.
So this is where this particular song comes in. So yeah, we've been doing some amazing work like that. I remember recently Futi had the privilege of featuring Paddy the International Day. We were commemorating the International Day of Children with Disabilities.
Right.
Yes.
I saw that.
Yes, there's an organization called the Special Olympics Zambia. With the children, just had fun. To attack bola, you get to interact. So I want to have a lot of people want to get to meet them. So in LA, I've had the chance to meet them. So that makes me special. There must be something special about me. On the same day, I also had the privilege of there's an organization called Conquering Cancer in Hills.
Yeah.
Where there's this particular person, the founder. She once had cancer, so she's been fighting cancer. I think now she's at a stage where she's conquered cancer.
Yeah.
So she would want to also help out a lot of other people going through what she went through. So she was donating a couple of valuable items to there's a cancer home called the Kayula Childhood Foundation, the Kayula Childhood Foundation. So now nobody donate to like towards that home to help people living with cancer. So things like that is what we've been about. But my biggest project so far is the Ukani Manje project. And by the name Ukani Manje, in fact, still Ukani Manje, ni Ukani Manje.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Wukeni Nomba Mwalala Sana, which came from the idea, which came from the fact that nowadays you don't really get to see people talking about HIV and AIDS a lot.
Yeah.
So, HIV
yeah, true.
Yeah, so nowadays it's been ignored and downplayed a lot. You don't really get to see.
You don't get a lot of people talk about it as it like way back.
Even when you tune in to your national broadcaster, it doesn't show as much adverts or awareness ads on HIV as they used to back in the day. Back in the day, quite what advert HIV.
Even though that my song.
So when the moment you don't see that on TV, it gives you the picture to say, Limbi, maybe this thing is not as serious, but it is as serious, which is why they are saying Ukani Manje, as in wake up to the fact that you've been sleeping on this thing, which is still the number one cause of death in Zambia.
All right. Let's talk about what Chef 187 is listening to. What are you bumping to in your car right now? Give me 5 Zambian songs, apart from yours, of course.
Wow. That is a very difficult question. You know why?
It can be. I know you have Zambian music in your car.
Sana. The music I play is music that is maybe not released yet. And then music that people don't really consider to be hit song, like big songs. So I would be listening to a song, people even laugh at me to say, hey, you. Hey, you know. This is a big song.
Yeah, so a collector of these great songs that have potential, but not out there, don't see, like, not really on a commercial.
So, 5 big songs at the moment. So, songs that I'm listening to.
Yeah.
The first song is Manana by Toela Kaira featuring J-Max.
Yeah.
The second song I'm listening to is a Wezi song. I can't remember the title. Yeah, Mawanu.
You have to. She won't let you.
But yeah, it's also a song under the Okani Manji album.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can't remember the song up to now. Yeah, that's the second song I'm listening to. The third song I'm listening to is Chiraka J-Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one of the biggest songs in my view, biggest songs this year. The other song, fourth song, is Titandala.
Yeah.
That
song is a jam for days.
Yeah, so and that is a song that has like grown on me.
Yeah.
So when it first came out, I thought it was a nice song, but I am
exactly.
I am vibing to
and
it
that's
more
exactly
than
what I told people when the song came out, because people were mixed views on social media. I was like, guys, chill.
Uh-huh,
This is a
wait.
type of song that grows on you. Wait.
Yes.
You know, because it has that repetitive tendency in your head, and then just, oh, yeah, let's play it. You know?
Yeah, the fifth song is one of my all-time Bobby East favorite songs. I Forgive You.
Ah, yes, that song is deep.
He should let me. I think
that
he
song.
should let me do a cover of that song.
Hey, Bobby, let's cover that song. Yo? Hey, that's a deep song.
That's a very deep song. I like the instrumental. I like the kaidi kwadi baide akabati kuli instrumental ile kutacha. Olo adabu ati nimbi artist. He's singing about something sad, but he sounds happy.
Yeah.
But ida song ida, it sounded like they whatever they were saying, they meant whatever they were saying.
Yeah, because it marries
Even
with the instrumental.
even from the tone of the voice, you could tell to say, so I don't understand the situation here.
Yeah.
Which is why I think that's one of the best hip hop songs we have.
I would agree with you 100%, because when the first time I listened to this song, I was like, "Ish, these guys are working, man."
Yeah.
That song's dope, man. That's dope. Song is dope. Hey, so man, as I let you go, listen, I always ask these people, I always ask everybody that comes on the show this question before they leave: what legacy do you want to leave behind as Chef 187?
That is a very deep question, because every day I wake up, I want people to remember me for different things. Yeah, there are days when I wake up wanting to be remembered as not a celebrity. I've never liked that word. Not as a famous person. Wow, this guy ad famous Shanshan. I would want people to just remember me for whatever actions I did.
Yeah.
Not, of course, I would. It's easy for me to tell you to say, I would want you guys to remember me as someone that fought for this, fought for being original, fought for like Shanshan Yuko, encouraging people in your music, inspiring people, Shanshan out, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, am I doing that? What am I really doing with my time whilst everyone is looking at me?
Yeah.
So I would want you to remember me for whatever I'm going to do. If I'm going to impact you in a positive way, I would want you to remember me for that. If I'm going to impact you in a negative way, that's what
Exactly,
ended up happening. So I can tell you to say, I want you to remember me for this and that. But at the end of the day, whatever you will remember me for are the things that I was, that were my own doing.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to remember me for. Which is why I watch what I say, watch what I do, watch where I'm found.
Yeah.
And don't just react to things through emotions.
Exactly. Amazing stuff. You strike me as a person that's so level-headed, because look, with those awards that you have at your house and all these things, you know, it just still remain composed all the time. Like, how do you do that?
Yes,
if I was you,
Kairi, it comes from the realization that everything can be taken away in an instant. Yeah, you can work on things for 15 years, 20 years, 30 years.
Yeah.
But we've seen people lose things they've worked on. They've worked for like 30 years, lose them in an instant. So if I know any day it could be taken away from me, I don't maybe I don't value it as much, but I don't really let it define me.
Yeah.
And people walk in certain places. Like you could even tell to say they are saying, "Oh, now unshiva, now umbona." You never would watch so. But yeah, you have to be yourself at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And I hate to talk like this because kula baide akawati chifo kwatafika picture karaka kwati kumoneka sana ati you are wise. Somehow when people say you are wise, it's not really a compliment. It's like a burden now.
Yeah.
Oh, so now you think I'm wise. Now. So no, but if you think I'm wise, so how do I talk in this situation?
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to handle this situation. The other side is thinking, oh, these guys think I'm a wise and matured person. So how does a wise? No, I want to go through life the way I am supposed to go through life.
Yeah.
If I'm at war with someone, I want to be at war with someone. In any situation. That was just an example.
Absolutely.
Therefore, kuisa mudi situation na if you have preconceived about me, they say, oh, I want to jishiba so even in this situation, if you
have to exactly. Let me talk about one of the, because I know you get gigs almost like every other week. For you, what has been a gig that you stepped on the stage and almost made you cry to say, wow,
made me cry,
like memorable, you know, like where you just get emotional, like, guys, you're not serious. Which show still remains memorable for you? There'll always be that one. I know you do many gigs, but there'll always be that one that you say, wow, guys.
There's been a lot. But off the top of my head, there's one time we did All Out for Hip Hop.
All Out, yeah.
That was me and Slap D. I think that was a memorable moment in my career. The other time was there was an event at Hollywood City. Yeah, Makitu and Makitu versus Slap D.
Yeah.
So Makitu brought me out on stage.
Yeah.
People weren't expecting me. So reception, I think I've experienced such before, but that one was special.
Yeah.
That one was special. And also performing at events where like people don't really expect you. Like I say that what I mean by saying that, I'll give an example. By the time when the Honorable Bowman Lusambo had an event in Lubuto Ndola. So he was, of course it was a PF event, but he was donating things to my former hood, like a place where I used to live.
Yeah.
He was donating ambulances and some other valuable items to a clinic.
Yeah.
So now I've performed in this particular area before, but don't say Nimpuma clubs, I want to call.
Yeah.
So now here's an opportunity where it's helping people. You could even see it, say, oh, so it's for donate.
Yeah.
They brought out all these people. So it's like you're performing in front of them. That was an emotional performance for me.
Yeah.
People misunderstood that, but
for you,
it's still one of, if I was to be asked to do it again, I would do it again because of what it meant to me as an artist and what it meant to me as a person. Growing up from that particular place and then finally getting to do something that gives back to that place.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's places like that. Otherwise, like you rightly put it, we have gigs every other week. So it's difficult to say, hey, I think they are in Pangasan. I think every time I step out on stage, I feel more alive because I feel that is what I am here for. I live for such moments. So every moment I go out on stage is a special moment.
Chef 187, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, man, for coming. We need a cheers. We need a cheer. Where's your glass? We need a cheer. By the way, Chef just confirmed to me that he doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. So leave him alone.
Serious?
Yeah, that's what he told me. Yo, man, listen, thank you so much, man, for taking time
appreciate
to be with us here.
When does this air? I need to...
So Fridays at 19 hours, QTV, and you can also check it out on all your podcast platforms as well as YouTube. You'll be able to catch this interview, so just make sure you do that.
Can I also sell myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep on... Which camera do I look in?
That's yours.
Keep on supporting Zambian music. Keep on supporting every artist that you think is taking Zambian music to higher heights. Keep on supporting the Kopala Swag. Keep on supporting Alpha Entertainment, Nexus Music. Keep on supporting Chef 187. Chef 187 has a brand new video. It's called Bwacha. Bwacha is my official single, but the other single is a song under the Ukani Manje project. It's called Aletine Fumono Tiamalwele. So go check out Bwacha on YouTube and all digital platforms. And go check out Aletine Fumono Tiamalwele on YouTube. Let's go.
And make sure you download and support the cause. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been Charlie. Until next week, it's out.